special guests for you today. Are y'all ready for this? We got singer, songwriter, and international award-winning actress. I got it right, y'all?
Yes.
Yes. Brandi Little, come to the
Next time, let me know that we dancing.
okay,
We got you.
We'll
take a seat.
Hey, and welcome. We're excited to have you
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yes. So we were able to talk to you a little bit to get to know who you are. But
Yes.
of course, you're on the show so everyone else can know who you are. So they want to know, who is Brandi Little?
Yes, well, like you said, so well spoken. I am a singer, I am a songwriter, and I'm also an award-winning international award-winning actress. I'm from Georgia. I've been doing this for a few years now, but I just got started with my music maybe March. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like 2021.
2021. But okay, let me, because people gonna watch and say, she a
Roll
liar.
it.
So what happened was, I started out doing music when I was in college, right? But then I was like, whatever, everybody's a singer. I gave up, I quit. So then I got into acting about 4 or 5 years ago, and then acting took over my life. And acting has been great, but then, like we all know, we all have a main calling, and the main calling came calling. And so in March, I said, okay, let's go full speed ahead with music.
Nice.
Okay,
What a
so-
story.
Right? So we know that it was the calling
Yes.
that got you to be the artist, but what's keeping you here and what's inspiring you or inspiring you to stay in the...
To stay in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as we know, this is a very, very rough industry. It's very dark, or it can be dark. And I like to consider myself light. But what is keeping me is I want to be able to spread that as much as I can. See, we've all gone through different things, and I realized that my gifting is to be able to help others heal. You know, sometimes when I was at my lowest, like, that would be my prayer to God. Like, okay, God, I'm going to go through this and just make sure that with my gift, with my calling, I'm able to help people heal. And I feel like music is that one thing, no matter what you look like, no matter what you sound like, that's something that we can all connect to.
Music is international.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Yes. So when you are writing your songs or even singing, you know how some people they're singing and they have like the kids in their mind, or they have their calling or whatever. What is it like? Do you have something you think about when you're singing or writing? Is there like a specific topic that you...
I don't know. That's a really good question. Truthfully, I just connect to the moment, to the energy. And so I think that that's why my music has a tendency to take people on the way that it does, because it's not about like a subject matter. It's just about a feeling, whether it's something that I'm going through or something that I've gone through, or maybe even something that I've just dreamt of. And I'm wondering what it would be like, because I am an actress as well. So I have an imagination out of this world. You know, I grew up by myself. So playing by myself and imagining things, that was never hard. So yeah, I think it just comes from the energy.
So, okay, so you are an actress as well as a songwriter.
Yes.
So with that, do you find yourself, I'm just adding questions in here real quick.
Just need to see what I want to know.
Just wanna, like, so, because some people, like, they don't feel as though they are able to tell other people's stories. Like, it has to be theirs, but with you being an actress, do you find yourself writing just...
Other people's story?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I connect to people's stories so well. I mean, a lot of people call it empath. I don't know what they called it before that, but I have a gift to pick up on people's energy. So I think that that's why I am such a great actress, because I'm able to tap into like, okay, well, this person is feeling this way. I've never experienced that, but I can only imagine what that feels like, you know? So yeah.
That gets deep.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And hopefully these people are watching that I'm getting ready to ask you about, but who would you love to collaborate with on a song or even on the TV?
Well, let's do
screen?
both. Okay.
Think about it.
I got these questions ready, okay?
Okay.
Truthfully, the women that inspired me to act, you know, there's Angela Bassett. You know, I can't wait for her to be a sister, mother, auntie, or something in my life, because me watching the Tina Turner movie as a child, it changed my whole perspective on who I could be and what I could be. Because, you know, growing up watching Disney Channel and, you know, no disrespect, but it wasn't anybody that looked like me. But when I saw Angela Bassett do the things that she did and how she transformed and how she entertained, and I'm like, but she's not even a singer. How did she do this? You know? So I definitely want to collaborate with her. My favorite rapper in the whole entire world is Jay-Z. So I definitely want to do a song with him. And he was my favorite rapper before he was with Beyonce, you know, and then Beyonce is like one of my favorite female artists. So definitely some of the people that I want to collab with and will be collaborating.
I know that's right.
Okay. Already hip
Speaking.
You gotta speak it. Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
So Atlanta is full of a lot of singers,
Yes.
right? What do you say? Do you think that it's saturated? Do you think that it's the direction that the music is going? Do you think that it's going in the wrong direction? How do you feel about the music now in Georgia, in Atlanta, and how it's going? Yeah.
I mean, it definitely is saturated. I mean, money is everything in Atlanta, and music is money, right? So, you know, we have the strip clubs and we have just this whole culture of what we're supposed to be. But truthfully, it may be oversaturated, but I really feel like there's these hidden gems that are coming out of nowhere with this art, with this talent, because what's really been going wrong is the world. It hasn't been the music, it's just been the world in general. So, but now is our time of coming back together, and now that we're coming back
bringing
together,
that real music
bringing
back.
that real music back. So it may be oversaturated, but we popping out left and right.
I think T-Pain said recently.
I saw that.
Yes, he
I
was
literally commented
mad.
on it. And he had every right to be.
Yes, he said music right now is trash. Y'all are making trash music. So just like dating in Atlanta is trash, y'all music. Some of y'all music. Don't be
Not
mad at me, y'all.
everybody.
Don't be mad at me, y'all.
This is one thing I do want to say, and because there is no, you know, amount of talent that could ever happen, because all of our talents come from the divine, no matter who you believe in, right?
Absolutely.
So what I would suggest to anybody that's an artist is to tap into whoever you are. Don't look at them on the TV and try to be them or try to do what they do, and tap into your gifting and what you were born with. And that's when you really gonna shine.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I couldn't have said that better.
Right.
Hey, you gotta tap in.
So speaking of coming back, we're going to get into Brandi a little deeper, and we're going to come back.
Hey. Good girl. Let me pour your glass. Just don't put that part. I did a lot of healing this year.
Not fumbling the bag.
Not fumbling the bag. This is gonna be that combo. No fumbling the bag. 2021 is gonna remain with a money reserve.
And welcome back, everyone. We are having a fantastic interview with Miss Brandi Little. She is such a beautiful person, and we appreciate you for coming and interviewing with us. It's a pleasure to have you.
Lots of fun.
For sure.
So, I see that you play the guitar.
Girl, woo, that's so funny because I really don't. No, I just love
We saw you
instruments.
playing this,
You
sis.
saw me fake playing that.
Take it till you make it.
Well, you had, because I was gonna ask you, were you self-taught? You know, so
The only instrument that I do play is the flute, and I don't play it often anymore, but I do play the flute. Yes.
Okay.
But I do want to learn the guitar, but I have to let go of the nails.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do it with
Yeah,
nails.
that could be your plug. Don't you need a
That's what
plug?
I said. But
Yeah.
they're like, it's gonna be so difficult. So, actually the person I asked was kind of one of those people that's a tad bit negative.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask the
Sometimes
professional.
you can do it.
yourself.
Right.
Alicia Keys does it.
Does she? She has
Yes.
So
Alicia
She actually
Keys,
says that she used her nails.
no, but like when she plays
seen
the
her.
guitar, she
Yeah.
has her nails done. No,
See?
I could be wrong.
This
I
was
mean,
divine intervention because I want to learn, and I've
Okay.
been holding myself back because I don't want to let go of my
so
nails.
we spoke it into existence
spoken
for
into
you.
existence.
We
So the
already
next
figured it
interview, I'm
out.
be like, girl, I'm playing for real.
Problem solved. Problem solved.
So with the R&B music and soul, what do you think about the revolution of it? Like the evolution. I said revolution. The evolution.
The evolution is a revolution.
Right. I was about to say, it's kind of the same thing.
Of R&B and soul music.
You know, truthfully, I've been hearing in the past few days actually how people are really like dying to hear that soul. And truthfully, you know, especially us as a culture, it relates back to our roots. I mean, music has always been a part of our lives. It's a part of our daily bread. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you were speaking earlier about the saturated music. So I feel like people are just needing something to feed their souls.
Yep,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can agree with you with that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use, let's just say, Jasmine Sullivan for an example. She took a step back in her music career because she felt like they were trying to change her in what she was trying to do. So as far as Brandi,
Right.
what is Brandi Little? Let me get that right. How far are you willing to go? Like, what are the things that you won't do when it comes to music? What do you stand firm on when it comes to yourself as an artist and how you portray yourself when it comes to music?
That's a really good question. Truthfully, the only thing that I won't do is disrespect myself, you know, or my daughter, which is all of our daughters. So as long as it's something that represents me in a good light, I'm down for it.
Nice.
You know, I feel like a lot of the times we have taken people, you know, being sexy. Shout out to Hudson Newark. There is this black-owned woman black owned. Wait, let me say it right. Lord. Hudson Newark. It is a black owned lingerie line, but it's a woman that owns it. And I feel like a lot of the times in our community, we've kind of made it dirty to be empowered by our sexuality, right? So you can have another race, you know, and they're
They'll do it.
right, you know, they're
it's
Playboy bunnies, and
tasteful,
it's so
yeah,
cute. But then
so
us, we're so
tasteful.
ratchet and we're so bad.
classy, yeah.
So I feel like that we should be able to, you know, embrace our sexuality without it being a bad thing. So yeah, you know, to me, it's just about the things that may come out of
How
my
do you
mouth.
do it?
Right.
Yeah, tastefully.
What would you think is the reason, from Brandi's perspective, being in the entertainment business, not just music, but even on film, someone else can be naked on a movie, but then when one of us do it, it's like this big, you know, to do, or you know, it's just this horrible
It's like
thing that we did.
Almost like what they did with Michelle Obama, when she wore her shoulders out.
I mean, come on. Michelle Obama, as classy as she is, made this
But
huge
not that
big
day.
thing.
But not that day.
And Trump's wife was what?
Right.
Right.
So why do you think it is?
You know, that's a good question too, because I that's something that I still will not ever be able to say for sure, be able to really figure out, because a lot of the times it's our own people though that do the same thing. You know, it's a lot of people in my family who disagree with a lot of the things that I do, probably even this dress. And I'm like, I'm classy. What is Have you seen them, you know, up the street? But you know, I think that it really comes down to everybody just accepting everybody for who they are. And that goes back to that evolution that you were speaking of with R&B music. At least for myself, that's something that I want to bring to my music. I want people to know that it is okay for you to be absolutely who you are. Whether you are big and beautiful, and tall and skinny, or a little baby boy, you know, whoever you are, you matter. So I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I don't know any of this will ever really know the reasons why. We know that our power holds a lot, and it makes a lot of people very fearful. But as far as in our own community, I haven't figured it out yet. But when I do,
Everybody.
let's heal together.
So let's get on the topic of your acting, because I see you have a lot of new roles on YouTube series. I mean, tell us what you got going on, because I mean, you got some awards internationally.
Yay.
She got a passport, y'all. Y'all know y'all have no passport. We got our passport.
I just got my passport
Right.
about
I get my
a year and a half
stamp.
ago. Right. And that's the best thing I ever
Tell
did.
us about that.
So shout out to Tina Bridges. She did a short film called What Do You Want to Eat? And the cool thing about that, and it's available on YouTube, is I was on film the whole entire time. So it was a 15-minute short, and it was like other characters coming in and out, but like I literally stayed in one position. And so the fact that I'm winning, or we are winning all of these different awards, to me it's so humbling, because it's like, wow, so y'all didn't get bored of seeing me? I never moved now, you know, never changed outfits. So, and the cool part about it is it's completely unscripted. So there was no script for this. So if you like improv, because I know you act as well, it's like I had so much fun that day on set.
I was just thinking to myself, like, how would you do 15 minutes of just straight
it was improv.
script?
Yeah.
But it was
Tina Bridges is an amazing. She's amazing.
She'll be on the show, you guys. So.
Shout out.
Was she really? I didn't even know that. Tina,
Yeah,
you see that?
we're gonna be interviewing her as well. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, so she'll tell y'all more about it because she has several unscripted ones. So all of the awards that I've won have been under Tina's What Do You Want to Eat?
Nice.
Yes.
So you definitely have to be super talented to
Thank
just
you.
come off the head. I mean, Angel. Danny does it all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, it's natural,
Yeah.
like talent. So I know it has to be just. I mean, what is your mind? Where are you at? Like, tell people that are others that are aspiring to be an actress. Like, what do you do to get in that space? How do you do it? Is it? Did you take training? Did you just wake up one day and was like, I got it? Did someone tell you? What was that? And give the motivation, kind of build up to that.
So I guess it goes back to me being an only child. You know, I grew up by myself. You too? So okay, so you understand. Like when I was young, I had so many brothers and sisters in my head that I would play with and talk to, and we would have a good time, and you know, so that woo, and I'm not crazy. I do not get a check.
That's
but
that's normal.
But I learned how to have fun with myself. And so when it came to acting, it didn't, like, this person no longer matters. It's not about you. So truthfully, acting helped me become a better singer, because when I sing, it really is the real Brandi Little. I mean, you know, to a degree. You know, I'm not being anybody else but myself.
Gotcha.
But with acting, I can tap into who this character is, the type of food she likes, how she talks, the type of man she likes, or maybe woman, you know, whatever it is. So if you are a person who wants to act, go for it, especially if you're in the city of Atlanta. Well, even if you're in the smallest of smallest towns, go for it, because the only thing stopping you is yourself. Because so many people want to be doing what you were doing, whether that's even just dreaming. So many people hear their own dreams and they turn them over. So the fact that you still have a dream and that's still alive in your head, that in itself, you're rare. So keep building on that, keep growing on that, because in that you will be rewarded. There's so much that is out here for you when you really start thinking.
Brandi Little.
Yes. They calling it. Tell me to go to the church. Not yet. Give me 20 more years.
It became the Brandi Little show. So, I mean, you said a lot of things. We've gotten to know you, but there's something in there that you want to tell the world about Brandi Little that they don't already know. What is that?
I've been through a lot. You know, I was listening to Maya Angelou earlier today on the way here. And I'm not saying it right, so don't quote me, but she said something along the lines of, oftentimes we like to admire the butterfly, but we don't like to look and take a look at the changes that they had to go through to be the beauty that they are now. So right now I'm shining. Everywhere I go, hey Brandi. Now 18, 19 months ago, I was not shining, okay? I mean, I was, but not to the masses. You know, to everybody else, they were like, well, you've been indicted. You're going to prison. What? You're going to prison? Me? Yeah. And so I can laugh about it now because I cried about it then. Because in my struggle, I realized that there was still hope. There was still life after, death. So yeah, I spent a year and a day in federal prison. I actually spent 8 months in federal prison and 2 months in a halfway house. I just came home about 19 months ago, but when I came home, I hit the ground running. And 2 months later, it was a pandemic. And so I had one or two options. I was gonna keep going because I had all these dreams and visions while I was there. I was writing in my notebooks. I was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And then the world shut down. And I was like, damn, what are you gonna do now? And I decided that everything that was written still had life as long as I gave it. And that's what I've been doing. And I kind of get teary-eyed because I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I'm like, dang, I did everything I wrote down in my journal. Because I wasn't expecting it to happen this fast. This was over a 5 years period. It's like, I'm going to do a short film and I'm going to star in a TV show, and all this happened like in 3 weeks. I'm like, well, dang, I got
Write the vision.
Write the vision. And truthfully, I don't do it enough now because I'm running. So, I am so thankful that we are all given the tools on how to really make it out here. it's just about you tapping in. So if I were to tell the world anything about me, it's that, you know, as nice as I may appear and well put together and successful, just a short while ago I wasn't. Just a short while ago I was at my lowest. I wanted to die. And look at me now. I got these lovely ladies wanting to speak to me. I'm doing shows, I'm acting, I'm living out my dreams. So yeah.
This is
That's
beautiful.
very nice and inspiring.
You're touching
Yeah.
me. I don't know if you're touching these ladies.
Absolutely.
But what's crazy is that you're right. We all have a story, and the golden part of having a story is that we kept going.
Absolutely.
We didn't give up. And I think everyone watching here, you can attest that you've been through something. So if you just keep going, look at what you can look. We made it. Look at me now. Hey, look at me now. Hey,
look at me now.
We're still going through.
And it's still
yeah,
going.
we still
Right.
got the process to go. They say another level, another devil. The higher you go, the more tests that come to you. So, yeah.
So, Brandi,
Yes.
everyone is dying, I know they are, to figure out how to find you. Where can we find you, your music, your films, and what's to come for Brandi here in the near future? Do all that right now.
Okay, so guys, you can find me on Instagram at Brandi with the I, Brandi Little _ I will follow you guys back. I'm all about that love. All of my films are available. Well, I have a film called Dwindling Flame that is on Amazon Prime. I have Something Like Love that is on YouTube series now. And then I also have What Do You Want to Eat that's available on YouTube. But the really cool thing, guys, is I will be dropping my first EP in a matter of months.
Yes.
So I'm so excited about that. I have 2 singles that are out right now, Runaway and If This Is Love. And then I also just released a song with Vintage 79 called Como Me Siento. So that is available on all platforms. And if you look up my Instagram, you'll be able to see all of those links.
Como Me Siento was lit.
Como Me Siento.
Hey, it was. We heard that one at the showcase. Well, thank you again, Brandi. We really, really, really enjoyed having you today. So take us out with a few of your me.
Oh, see, they didn't tell me they was gonna have to sing.
Me.
I really will. This is my original song. If This Is Love, if you like it, please download it, please support. And thank you to all of my supporters. If you guys are watching, I know y'all are because y'all are so solid. I really appreciate y'all. Like, we are right here, right now. I'm telling y'all, we finna be up. So
If
this
it's
is
up, then it's up.
No, this time was different. Oh, knew you was my nigga the moment that I met you. You were 5'7", usually I don't do men like you. But see, I will hold your hand. I demand. This isn't no ordinary type of love. This is the kind of